the current logbook here, we've got an invoice for some parts, which includes that clutch plate that's in the back and those hoses that I pointed out, the radiator hoses. We've also got the actual owner's book for Bradford. We've got a book of the Jowett Javelin duty for Bradford and earlier cars. And we've all got another one here as well, look, which I think might be a slightly different edition to that one. So there you go, nice bit of paperwork. Jowett Bradford utility, what a fine motor car this is, really is. It just oozes charm, it really does. It's a great looking machine. It's a rare car, van, estate. It's just brilliant, I absolutely love it. So we'll just have a quick walk around and then I'll go through it in a little bit more detail and tell you what I think you should know. There you go, look at that. Believed to be a factory original utility, with these sliding windows and the proper frames. I understand it to be an original factory one. Now then, you make your own mind up about that. So it's pretty robust, it's pretty agricultural, it's very basic, it's not got many home comforts or anything like that. It drives like a tractor, if I'm honest with you. It's just what it is. It's great fun, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. Paintwork, it is what it is. It's an old car. Look, we've got bits of deterioration all over it. Wherever you look, there'll be little bits. The top of that bonnet's been touched in. The rest of the paintwork doesn't look like it's got too many layers on it, if I'm honest with you. The blacks have been touched in here and there on the wings. We've just put that wing mirror on. We've sorted out the wiper, which was in the back. Hubcaps have been painted. Tyres are all very good. No signs of any serious cracks or anything in the tyres. Front blade on the bumper, it's fine. We've rubbed it off and oiled it up, but you know, it suits the truck. It really does suit the van. Again, it's all solid everywhere. It really is. There's no like signs of any major fill or anything. I think there's a little bit of a split there at the edge where all the muck's been gathering behind the wing bracket. Hubcaps again, dated. Tyres good. Bonnet, panels, all straight. Everything's straight wherever you look. It's all good and solid. Little bit of imperfections. Roof's all good. That's had another coat of waterproofing on it, so that's all ready in case you get caught in a shower. Doors are opening and closing as they should do. Lovely door cards on both sides. This seat tips right up. You can get into that section there at the back as well, look. Nice simple dashboard. Those red wires are the ignition switch. We have got an ignition coming and we're putting it on a key. There's your petrol filler cap. Another good tyre. Another is what it is, a hubcap. It's been painted. Original sliding windows again there. So the back doors open and shut, and importantly they stay shut. We have got all these spurs here, look. There's all sorts in here. There's a clutch plate. Now the clutch was slipping, but we've adjusted it up and it's fine now, as you see in the video. We see it driving around, but if you do need a clutch, it's there. There's all kinds of gaskets and bits and pieces. Dizzy caps. The dizzy cap on the car looks to be new, so I presume that's the old one. Bulbs, points, jack, window rubbers, trim for around the doors, everything you can think of. So these proper made Bakelite inserts on the windows are what lead me to believe this is a proper factory utility vehicle, because you wouldn't get those if it had been cut in conversion, and the spacing of the wood and everything kind of spaces out as if it's been built from new rather than adjusted or adapted later. Good solid wooden floor, modern plastic rubbery overmat on top of it. As I said, the doors do all shut and everything. This one you do just have to put your knee there to make it shut, but once it's shut it stays shut. Paint same as everywhere else, it's just got character. We've just been out for the test drive and I've just put the spare wheel in there which is where it lives, and I think it's rattling about. Maybe I want to rag underneath it, because it wasn't rattling the last time I drove it, and that's the only difference. I've just been out doing the video and now it sounds like it's got a rattle, so it can only be that. The last tyre is really good. Hubcap again, same as all the rest. Paintwork on the back panel, same as the rest of it. It just is a really charming vehicle. If you're expecting something you can drive from Birmingham to London in an afternoon, this is not the car for you. If you're looking for a car with a lot of charm, bit of fun, local drives, take it to shows, this could be yours. Just a quick look under the driver's side of the bonnet. So the signs of lots of recent investment. We've got a new coil on there. The dynamo looks to be new on this side. The radiator is clearly new. That would have been very expensive to replace. HT lead looks fresh, and so the plug's nice and clean as well. The oil in the engine is nice and clear. It's got the right amount in. It's not got any emulsification in it. It's not showing any signs of gunk. And under the oil fill is all nice and clear as well. So that's the, just let me show you, they've got the original numbers there on the engine. There's that, and that looks like an original stirrup pump sat there. So we'll go around the other side. Okay, under the passenger side, this hydrometer just tells you how strong your antifreeze is, and that's coming up great, and it's nice and clear fluid as well. Look, I'll squirt it back in. So no problems there. That's the new top hose as well as a new radiator. There's a nice new inline fuel filter there, and they look like new fuel hoses going to a fresh fuel pump. The original fuel pump's hiding down there. We're obviously on this electronic one. New HT lead, new dizzy cap on there as well, new battery, so plenty of investment in this side as well. I think someone spent quite a bit of time getting this thing resorted. We'll have a look when we go down underneath, but I think those exhausts are fairly fresh as well. On the side tour of the Jowett Bradford, here we go, starting in the passenger front wheel. So this is a really, really good tyre. Plenty of tread on it, no major edge cracks or anything, it's an Avon. This truck was really dry underneath, really dry. And what we've done is we've undersealed and lubricated it with a spray, so it's all looking much better now. It's all nice and oiled up and lubricated. The chassis was all dry. New bottom hose on the radiator there. Not much play at all in these wheels. They're nice and tight. It's difficult to see on the video, but there's no play in them. And there's the underside of the new radiator. That looks like a new hose as well there, look. That's the underside of the engine. There is sort of signs of a few bits of drips of oil on the engine, which is kind of what we'd expect to see. We'll move over here and look right underneath the engine. That's the oil filter. You can see it's a little bit oily in places. Now look at this exhaust. I did mention it when I was up to the top. Brand new exhaust right through, all the way to the end. That's been a real special purpose made job that. I would have been able to buy one of them off the shelf. The chassis, it was all dry and crispy. It's absolutely solid right through on both sides. We have just treated it all. New brake light switch there, look. Cross members all really good. Prop shaft's good, nice and collapsed. Spin it with one hand, look. That's your petrol tank. Again, we've just treated it. Centre section of your exhaust there. Look how solid it is right under the floor there. We'll move into the back section. That's the back of the petrol tank. Use your rear axle, we'll just give it a good spray up. Same with the leaf springs, you can see that chassis all the way to the end on both sides. Absolutely solid. There we go. These are your rear brake actuators, handbrake and that, they're all working as they should. There's the end of the brand new exhaust. This is the spare wheel well, and it's got the spare wheel in it as well. So there we go. Okay, this is cold start. I'm just showing you the oil pressure. It's well up on the gauge up there, look. Going right to the top. And then, looky here, look, we've got a keyed ignition now. There we go. That's a nice little improvement, isn't it?